Yo, 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 yo. What's up out there? What's going on out there in the boxing land, in the world out there today, baby? I'm yours truly, the one, the only, the immortal Squeeze. They say if you don't hype yourself up on a damn soul,
don't nobody do it.
I got my constituent, one of the minds, the brains behind this operation, and I got the quiet storm in the background. You know, James, y'all don't see him a lot, but he puts in a lot of work to make sure that this program is growing. Absolutely. And last but not least, my man on right hand side, I got my brother Landon. He say James the brains, but that's one of those. That's one of those debates. Y'all gonna have to, the people out there gonna have to fight that on their own. My name Bennett, and I ain't in it. And I gotta give a shout out to my boys that's not here. We standing in for them. Coach Calvin Ford and the Swamp, aka Swami, Coach Kenny. Absolutely. They down in Vegas getting Javante Tank Davis ready.
Putting in work.
And I don't want to forget my boy Big Russ.
That's right.
That's in camp with them.
That's right.
So that's a strength and conditioning. So in Russ, we trust.
Absolutely.
I don't want to forget, because last time I said I keep forgetting, he remind me of James. He laid back in the back.
Right.
But he like 6'7". So I don't want him to stomp. I don't want him to stomp on me when he see me at the gym. And let me get my sponsors out the way. Of course, GTD Promotion, Redesigning Minds one at a time, and Under Armour, and Box Raw. All right, y'all. We got a lot to talk about as usual, man. Yeah. I try to bring the people out there all the content that I could get, and we give them the best of our knowledge. We don't sugarcoat nothing on our show, and we don't go off of no ifs and maybes.
Right.
It be direct content. We want to make sure that we giving y'all the best content and the truth, and we back everything that we say, and we're not biased to nobody out there. So all y'all out there, don't forget to subscribe and smash that subscribe and like button to Rize Podcast. A lot of people spell it wrong. It's spelled R-I-Z-E.
Right.
P-O-D-C-A-S-T. Now, I can't help it if you went to Project Baltimore School. That's what it is.
Why you do it? Why you do that to him, Squeeze?
That's what it is. Because in the household I grew up in, my mother say, read, nigga, or bleed.
Same. Reading was fundamental.
You know? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we got a lot to talk about on the show today, man. Absolutely. Any shout outs you want to give, Landon?
Absolutely. I want to shout out my show, Black Culture Geeks Podcast. That's also Geeks with a Z. You know what I'm saying? You can find us here on YouTube as well as on Spotify. Also, I want to talk about how very soon the audio of this podcast will also be on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all of that stuff. I'm working my magic over here.
Okay, brother. Okay. And I just want the people out there, don't forget to bring your kids down to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland. We have Pee-wee classes from 5-year-old to 8, and from 8-year-old to 16-year-old, 17 and up is adults. I had to correct that from last time.
Okay.
You know, it's from 16 years old is free on down to 5-year-old.
Okay.
17 and on up, it's $120 a year, 5 days a week. And that's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
And the Pee Wee class is from 3 to 5. The second class is from 8 on to 16 is from 5 to 7.
Right.
And adult classes from 7 to 9. And while we on that subject, I just like to just get his message. Shout out to Miss Nikki too, and the boxing crew, Senior, Josh, Coach Charles, Rodney Hunt, Big Mike, all the staff, Big E, Too Sharp Dad, Damari Father, all the guys at the Upton Boxing Center that makes the clock tick around when it comes to the sport, and that they're doing their due diligence, and they put that trust in us to train their kids. I can't say enough. And these all men I named.
That's right. Besides Coach Nikki.
These all men I named that's in their father's lives. And don't forget Big Ray, Naeem Somerville father. I'm not, he's another one that coaches when they go on the amateurs, when they fight. He's one of the coaches that goes out and help the program, because it takes a village. We need to get back. We need to get back to that.
Absolutely.
And today I got a special guest that's coming on the show. Hey, each week I'm gonna try to bring y'all little surprises, man. We try to be different from the other podcasts, but don't go too far out left field.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, whenever you ready, cameraman, you can invite our host to the show, baby. Big Steve.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man, hold up. I got to do this right.
Do it right. Do it right, Squeeze.
Coming to a stage near you. One of the best amateur coaches on the boxing scene, and one of the great fathers that I have met over the years. And last but not least, that weapon of mass destruction that's sitting on the right side of him. Time Machine Samari Everett.
Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Let's give it up.
That's right. That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Squeeze.
It's a pleasure to have y'all on the show, man.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Any shout outs y'all want to get at anybody before we get started on our interview?
Well, first of all, man, I want to give all praises to God, man. Allah, whatever you believe in, we all represent, and I like to thank my man, Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, giving me a chance. I started as a football coach, switching it around to another aspect of another sport, and I'm very proud of my son, man. And Squeeze, I want to give a big shout out to you, because when nobody else believed when we first came, because he was the tiniest man in there, you said it, man. You're an Iceman. You said it. This little boy gonna be okay. And hey, it's prevailing, man. It's prevailing,
Come on, man. I'm great. You get me teary-eyed up, baby.
Getting the misty. Getting the misty.
That's the thing is, that's one of the main things when Time Machine came and nobody wanted to work with him. And his father say, hey, coach, you think you can work with my son a little bit? So, I started working with him. And He say he played football. So I say, well, what position he played? Say quarterback. I say quarterback.
That's right.
I say this gonna be a piece of cake. I say because all he gotta do is run the plays.
Right.
And boxing and football is similar in a lot of ways, but the only thing he on the field by himself in boxing.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And he grew and flourished. He turning out to be one of the best fighters that ever walked through that boxing gym. And I can say that personally.
That's what's up.
Because he works hard and he loved the sport. His father not forcing him to do it.
Right.
This is the passion of his. So without delay, without ado, let me introduce you to national champion Time Machine. What's up, champ?
Chilling.
Hey, champ. Let me ask you a few questions, man. What got you into liking boxing?
Like you said, first I played football, and then that's when I came to the gym in the off season, and Coach Kenny put me in the ring, and I just worked hard. He said I might like it, and I fell in love with it.
That's what's up, man. How far do you see right now? I know you're a young man. How far right now, we speaking on right now, do you see you going in the sport, or one day do you have hopes on becoming a professional?
That's
the 2000 days.
I'm gonna go do it forever. I'm gonna be professional less than 2000 days.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And if you was what would you call your fighting style? Are you more of a boxer? Are you more of a banger? Or do you like to do both? Explain to them out there your boxing style.
I'm more of a boxer, but like if I gotta bang, I'm a bang. And if I know I can beat the person, I'm gonna try to get him out of there.
Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Yeah. Well, I done seen you walk a few guys down. I see you growing because you touched me up one day. I ain't talking to you after this interview.
he put hands, elbows, and feet on you, coach.
Hey, you know what? I know his father taught him better than that. He got me beating up. He got me beating up on those senior centers.
No, coach. Look, coach. Bottom line is, I need video of that. I need all that. That's going up on the channel, coach.
Hey, they say destroy all evidence.
Well, guess what? You might don't get it because he knocked me and the cameraman out.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Man.
Time Machine, could you explain to them your last fight at the South Carolina tournament? What happened to you in the ring?
The first 30 seconds, I messed up my thumb. But I fought throughout the fight. I could have quit it, but I didn't. And I still got robbed, but it's all good. Come back harder.
Hey, Coach Squeeze, can I iterate on that a little bit, please?
Come right on in, Coach.
Hey, man, this is how I look at it. The judges judging what they see and what they, expect. And it's a difference from just coming forward and showing skill level. And I understand that. But now these are young men. We're trying to teach them the proper way. And if you ask me, I think my son is very, very skillful. And it wasn't just me. These are people I didn't know in the crowd. Like, man, what is going on? He's very skillful and technical. He broke his hand within the first 10 to 15 seconds in the beginning of the fight. Came over there in my hand. But at Upton Boxing, we teach brother, you can break a leg we're going to finish this fight out. You understand? That's just the heart that we carry, and our kids, us coaches, our family. Mm-hmm. That's family there, and he said, okay, no problem, Dad. And he straight went, to South Park and handled his business. I don't understand what the judges was looking at. I don't care. It's politics. But this is the thing I'm carrying now. I know we're in amateur boxing, but he got a pro style. So right now we're just using this amateur boxing to keep practicing until he turns pro. Because when he turned pro, you're guaranteed to see a champion at a young age. I promise you that.
My man. Hey, Dad, while I got you right now, can you tell the people out there how proud you is of your son and what type of relationship y'all have? Is it hard for you to mix being a father and a boxing trainer at the same time?
It took a lot of, I got 2 older boys. They grown now. I coach high school football. And even when I coach Little League, them jokers say, man, I ain't playing for that crazy man. Because, I don't care what nobody said. We love all the kids, but you want trying to excel, and sometimes us as parents go overboard. So I had to lay back a little bit and separate the difference, because sometimes the kids do get frustrated. When I say the kids, I'm talking about my son, whereas though he might mumble a little thing and then the parent come out, then I got to check myself. Hold up, we in practice right now, so that's understandable. So it's hard and it's not hard, but it took a lot of learning on my behalf too as a coach, period.
Respect.
How proud are you of him?
Oh my God, man. Yeah, very proud. I know when he decided to make that transition from football to boxing completely, my heart dropped down because my family is a football family, and hey, ain't much I can say, man. I'm so proud of him. I'm like, man, hey, handle your business, and he's showing me otherwise, Yeah. And I'm behind him, 100%. As of this year, I'm getting ready to give up football completely and straight. It's just boxing. I'm following my son, because us as a team, we good. All shout outs to the coaches that help, but the son got a bond that I'll never forget,
Respect.
Yeah.
Big respect.
Hey, Time Machine, before I let you go, I just want you to tell the people out there what's coming next for you.
Couple silver gloves next. And then after that, well, I was supposed to fight in the JOs, but the city not trying to pay for us. But the silver gloves coming next. Cause if I could have fought sooner, but my head messed up. But no, I'm coming hard in the silver gloves.
That's what's up.
He still might be going to JOs. We don't need no. He got a good fan base, and his family is very supportive. So he probably, I can't speak for everybody. He's going to JOs. We'll be in Texas.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
You heard it live from the Time Machine, Samari Everett himself, and Big Steve. Before I let you go, Big Steve, what fight you would like? What's a mega fight for you in boxing, whatever weight class?
Errol, Spence, and my man T-Bud. I'm going with my man Crawford, man. Everybody go to kiss him, but he's a soldier. From 8 years old on up, remind me of my little man. A soldier. Yeah,
I think I'm going with you on that, because if Errol Spence think Sean Porter gave him problems, he gonna be in trouble with Bud.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Hey, Coach Rize, before I forget, man. Hey, another shout out to Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny, because man, it took a while for them to turn them amateurs completely over to us. And I want to give big props to Coach Hunt, man. Coach Hunt, man, that joker there, man. Hey, I don't care who it is. We know Calvin them got them as pro. He got my son as a pro, but Hunt got to be in that corner with Calvin and Kenny too. because, man, we doing this work right here,
Respect.
and he's putting it down, man. And I'm just so proud to be coach number 2. You know what I'm saying? And coach number 3 is Coach Ray. You know, but we don't look at it as 1, 2, or 3. We coaches, period, baby. He listened to all of us, and we listen to him, and we rock and roll. And right now, we've been on a big time winning streak with the amateurs. Ever since he turned them over to us, we be winning. I think we got 2 or 3 losses. That's it. Man, we take 6, 7 fighters every time we go, all of them in the championship. That's how we rocking and roll, man. Coach Cal, we love you, baby. Coach Kenny, we love you.
They on fire, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. It was a great interview. Thank y'all guys for taking time out of y'all day. You know, I know you got other stuff to do, Time Machine and Big Steve. I love y'all, man. Y'all
Hey, before you hold on, Squeeze, before you shut this, Coach Nikki just made a comment that I think they need to hear. She says, Time Machine, it's still a travel ban because of COVID. But as soon as it's lifted, she says she's gonna try to help y'all go. So
whoa.
Already, Miss Nikki, we love you, appreciate you. And Miss Nikki, you're doing a wonderful job, not backburning nobody else, but the gym is in a new direction, man. She handling her business.
Facts.
She handling her business, man.
Miss Nikki was a godsend, yo.
Yes.
Yo, she done so much for the program in a few months. And this real talk, in a few months that we couldn't do in the last, since I've been there 10 or 11 years, I haven't seen what this lady done did in 3 to 4 months that haven't been done in 11 years.
All praise.
So thanks, man, for taking time out once again. And I'll see y'all next week in the gym, and heal up, champ.
All right.
All right,
Peace and blessings.
All right, champ.
Yo, that was dope. Man. That was dope, bro. That was dope. I'm not gonna, because I've heard of Time Machine. Calvin talk about Time Machine a lot, right? But just to get a chance to like get some of his thoughts and to see his father right there, that's fire. That's fire.
Guess what? For us to get an interview with that young man, Channel 13 to interview them, Fox 45 to interview them.
Oh, snap.
Boxing networks to interview them. He's been interviewed by some big entities when it comes to the broadcast. All right, y'all. Let me get into the fights last night. We had a 140-pound barn burner fight last night on ESPN2. It was between Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez.
I heard about this.
For the undisputed champion of the world. And it's talks in the air that Gervonta possibly could be fighting one of these guys. Possibly. It's a thought. I don't want people running out there saying, oh, they said on the podcast, I ain't gonna fight the winner of them. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's in the nose hairs. It's a possibility that this fight one of these fights could come to fruition. Right now, we focusing on Mario Barrios. That's it. Because we know he's not a pushover. He's not overlooking nobody.
He's tough.
But I could assure you, Gervonta is working harder than he ever worked before.
Absolutely.
But the fight last night, it was competitive up to the 6th round. He knocked Ramirez down twice in the fight. But it went the distance. But he dropped him with the counter left hand, Josh Taylor did, which he's a southpaw like Gervonta.
Right.
He threw a nice counter left punch down the line to drop Ramirez down the first time. The second time, he landed the uppercut to drop Ramirez down. And then, because up to the 6 rounds, they was going back and forth. Ramirez is a warrior.
Right.
A
Absolutely.
warrior with no pushover. But Josh Taylor ability, boxing ability, and Pac got him through. He showed some excellent skills last night, but to be honest with you, I didn't see nothing that I would have to worry about.
As far as thanks for
either one of those guys fought Javante.
Yeah, it's funny because I mean, to Josh Taylor's credit, like he unified 4 titles. That's pretty impressive. I think he's the first Brit to do that too. So you know, he's not a pushover. Ramirez isn't a pushover, but like you said, I didn't see really anything that had me going, oh wow, I don't know if Tank. No, I ain't really see that. I ain't really see that. I saw a good fight. Saw a good fight.
I saw a barn burner.
Yeah.
But by the fire was lit and it was burning, I still could go into the building and save.
You said you still could go in there. So in other words, that smoke ain't enough to choke nobody. That's what you trying to say?
Need I say more?
Oh man.
And
that's crazy.
We had one guy that made his comeback. Hank Lundy at 140 pounds. He fought Jose Zepeda. And Hank was a top competitor. One of his biggest fights was Terrence Crawford. Even though Terrence got him out there in the 4th round, it was competitive a little bit. The first 3 rounds of that fight when he fought Terrence Crawford, but I know Bud was playing with him before he stung him.
Right.
You know, he's 4th round, he put those hands on him. You know, he beat him like a steak on a grill. The referee stepped in and said,
damn it.
Last night he made his awaited comeback, and I wasn't impressed. He'd been off about 2 or 3 years, give or take. He lost by unanimous decision. On the scorecard, it was the 3 judges scored it 98-92.
Okay.
A unanimous decision. So I'm a Hank Lundy fan. I've always been. No discredit to Hank Lundy. You know, on our show, we don't try to put nobody down. We just giving the facts as they is. Yeah. But still, Hank had a great career. He has nothing to hold his head down about. Right. But they was expecting Jose Zepeda to look more impressive than what he did.
Right.
And he didn't look as competitive as they would like him to look.
Well, let me ask you this though, Coach. So while you were in your analysis, did it look like he hadn't trained well, or he just didn't have the fire, like he didn't want it anymore? Like what do you think attributed that performance?
Well, I heard he's been spawn partners for certain guys during his tenure, because at the Terrence beat him and sent them in retirement.
Okay.
So I have heard that he's been spawned with some elite fighters, getting them ready.
Okay.
So I done boxed over the years. It's a difference between spawn and on the actual stage when it counts.
Right. That makes sense.
It's just like you get a spelling test on Friday and the teacher give you the spelling words to study all week. You might be killing it when you studying, but come Friday,
you
now
can't
it
spell a
counts.
goddamn thing. Yeah.
Your Lord.
You're intimidated. Yeah.
You know
That's
what I mean? Because it's for all the marbles. You're getting tested.
Right.
But the answer to your question, not to drag it out, I don't know, man. I just think he ain't looked like the Rock Lundy that I was used to seeing him look. A little bit more explosive, letting his hands go a little bit more, and bringing it to his opponent. I just didn't see that last night.
Got you.
But what about Brother Landon? The fight that everybody's talking about now. It came to fruition. It was the sweepstakes.
The Errol.
Whenever you ready to shine on 409, let's do
it. Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Go ahead.
I'm looking forward to this. I think a lot of people are, honestly. This is good. This is good for the boxing game. Errol Spence Jr. versus Pac-Man. Come on. Now, didn't Errol like kind of quasi call him out like 2 years ago or something?
Yeah.
Something like that?
When I heard this, the first thing came to my mind, was enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Hey, he called them out. You had Terrence Crawford calling Pacquiao out. You had Sean Porter calling out Pacquiao. You had who else was calling Pacquiao out? It was a sweepstakes going because Pacquiao is the new Floyd Mayweather when it come to payday.
Right.
So he the cash cow. Even though he's 42 years old, he a seasoned veteran. But, man, this guy, like, he ain't aging, man.
Yo, and that's the thing that's crazy about it, because even at 42, he putting a hurting on these kids. They coming out there younger, more fresh, all of that, and he still is handling his business like he was a young man. It's remarkable to see.
Did you be watching his training videos?
Yeah, he be going in.
He stay at 1,000, man.
Yes,
but styles make fights. Who you like, Brother Landon?
I'm not gonna root against Pacquiao. I'm not. I think Spence does have some tools that he can definitely bring to play and be a threat. This is going to be a good fight. This is not going to be, I don't think it's going to, neither one are going to walk through each other. But I'm going with the Pac-Man, man. I'm going with the old guy. I'm going with the old guy. What about you? What you think? Look at his face. Oh, man.
Hey, all I got to say, when you eat a goddamn peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you don't use mustard, do you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
So must we go through this?
Yes, we must. Yes, we must. Let's do it.
I'm going to tell you just like this. My boy always said, man, damn, see. I'm a Manny Pacquiao fan, but I'm going with Errol Spence.
Okay.
Why? I'm gonna tell you why. He's taller, he's bigger, he's longer. His boxing skill have gotten better. Not better than Manny's knowledge, but he got enough power. If he touches Manny, he gonna walk Manny down. If Manny can't hit Errol and hurt him,
yeah,
it's gonna be a long night for Manny Pacquiao. The keys to victory is for Errol Spence to work off the jab,
right?
Keep the pressure, try to keep Manny moving backwards, because we know Manny better when he fighting moving forward.
Yes, absolutely.
So if Errol can keep Manny backing up and moving, backing up, he has a real better chance. But if he play the weight game and let Manny come forward and get off his punches, he's not going to win. But I think that this is a big test for Errol, a coming out party for him to show the world what he's truly made of.
So he definitely. You going with Errol?
I'm going with man down.
So basically, you're saying that he gets this win. Nobody can really dismiss him. You can't really dismiss Spence like he's like this is a big fight for him.
This is a big fight, and you know the critics. If he beat him convincingly, which I know he ain't, Pacquiao always comes in tremendous shape.
Right.
But you know what the people gonna say? He beat an old man.
Oh God, yeah, that's true. That's
he
true.
He was bigger than.
They gonna try to discredit the win. That's true. That's true. That's true.
But if he loses, I told you he wasn't all that. He was made up to be.
Right.
So damn if you do.
Good point.
Damn if you don't.
It's a good point.
But
good point.
I just like Errol in this, man, because if he I know his coach gonna have him ready. He breaks his opponent down. He tenderizes him. As you can see, that Sean Porter fight, he was in for a battle with Sean Porter.
Right.
Sean Porter tapped him up.
As a matter of fact, there's some comments in the chat that reference some things about him. Aaron Jones says Pacquiao gets destroyed. Y'all forgot he tried to run from Spence. Then you have Savage God saying, watch Pacquiao versus Thurman, then Spence versus Garcia, then pick. You know what I'm saying?
Well, to answer those guys' questions, styles makes fights.
Yeah.
And I respect everybody's opinion and their views on their outlook
analysis.
On what they're watching.
Right.
I never miss nothing. But Errol is long, he's rangy. If he touches body, can Pacquiao withstand
absorb that punishment? Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So it's so many ifs and variables involved. Can Errol neutralize the speed, the in and out of Manny's power and explosiveness? How Errol is going to respond to that? So you got to look at all of this. Really going to come down to X's and O's.
Yeah, makes sense. Do you want me to go into read some of the other comments? We got a packed house here. It looks like.
Well,
you want to wait?
I got one more topic I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Because everybody talking about whispers of Canelo and Andre Ward possibly coming out of retirement after 3 years.
Really?
It's talks and murmurs. Nothing
concrete.
On the table.
Right.
Nothing on the table. But everybody's saying if Andre Ward comes out, these questions that y'all chime in and ask too after I finish this little segment on this topic. The viewers, make sure you chime in on this question or statement with Canelo versus Andre Ward, who you like and why. I like Andre Ward because he's bigger, he's longer, he's smarter, he know how to fight on the inside, and he hasn't lost since he was 12 years old.
Wow.
He an Olympic champion.
Wow.
He smashed Kovalov twice. He went up to light heavyweight to fight Kovalov. And Andre Ward was nothing but a super middleweight. Went all the way up to light heavyweight to crush the crusher. And I love me some Canelo, but Coach Kenny, the Swami, aka the Swami.
the limp ball Swami.
Yeah. He say, who Canelo fought for any significance?
Yo, that's Kenny's go-to with Canelo too. That's his go-to.
That's his go-to. But before we go to these questions, I just like everybody out there to hit the subscribe and like button to Rize Podcast. Rize, not Rise.
Right.
Because you'll be going on somebody else's podcast. I don't know who the hell they is.
What they talking about. Right. Right.
So subscribe and like. We try to bring y'all the best content that we have. And I don't want to jump around, seem like I'm jumping around. I just want the parents to know when you bring your kids to Upton Boxing Center, we just ask if the parents out there let us coach the kids.
Right.
Once you bring them to the gym, they our responsibility. We done had a few little run-ins and instances that's been happening at the gym that shouldn't be happening.
Right.
Because Miss Nikki then put in place an excellent program for your kids to grow, to learn people skills.
Yeah.
They don't have to become boxers, but to be able to defend themselves.
That's right. That's right.
And to make sure they being healthy and active.
Yeah.
So Miss Nikki, they've been trying to give her a hard way to go. So my message to the parents, Miss Nikki is the boss at the gym. She runs the gym.
Right.
And she's doing a spectacular job. So all you got to do is talk to her. If you have anything to ask her in a sensible manner, I ask, please.
Right.
You know, because she all for the kids, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
You know, before we roll into the questions, I got my surprise for you, brother Landon.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Now, look, here's the thing, right? I talked to Coach Squeeze earlier, and he said he had a surprise. I didn't know what it was, and he wanted to keep it that way, right? And usually Squeeze tell me anything show-related, Squeeze going to come and tell me, right? So now let's see what this is. Oh, also, I want to ask you what the hell you got in that cup. But before we do that, what's the surprise you was talking about, bruh?
Well, you know, we blessed to have a champion at our gym. And I just want to show him the muchest support in this training camp as possible.
That's right.
I ain't even tell Coach Calvin this one. I ain't even tell Miss Nikki at the gym this one. So this is exclusive. I wrote a poem for Javante Tank Davis.
Damn. Squeeze got bars? Is that what you're telling me?
It's a short one.
Okay.
But this is just something that I'm going to scratch the surface with.
All right.
Maestro, if you may. And it goes a little something like this. Javante Tank Davis, as mean as they come. On June the 26th, Mario Barrios, you better run. Fireworks will be kicking off on Showtime, pay-per-view. Just wait and see. Javante Tank Davis will be champion at 130, 135, and 140.
Squeeze.
There you have it, folks. There you have it.
You something else, Coach. You something else for real.
That's a little curveball I do you, baby.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Let's roll right on into our questions, champ.
All right, so I'm going a little bit out of order here because I'm trying to keep things little bit compact and connected to the last thing you said while your mind's still on it, right? So Savage Guards, he says, last one, what do y'all think about Spence defense? Will he be able to keep Pacquiao outside and jab or fall victim to Pacquiao's explosive punches? Just think about that.
And who's that?
This is Savage Guards.
Savage Guard, the answer to your question from my best knowledge is that Errol Spence will work off the jab, and as you notice, he will pivot after he throws the jab. It's important for him to pivot off the line.
Right.
He can't throw the jab and stay on the line because Pacquiao wants to move him backwards.
Right.
So the answer to your question, the jab will save him in a lot of ways, but he has to get off the line after he throws the jab. Next question.
Interesting. Okay, so just a couple of comments. We got Afternoon Sports Slay. What's good, Rize Podcast? Happy Sunday. Back with another one. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
What's going on, family?
We got 0077. Y'all giving good game on here. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Who's that? 007?
Yeah, 007. Damari says, how does he get on the show, Coach? That's what he's asking.
You know what? Guess what? It was just my imagination. Baby boy, you next. I'm coming at you next, nephew.
Awesome.
Decent young man, hell of a fighter. One of my favorites at the gym. Class act. I love this kid. You
That's
next,
dope. Champ. That's dope. So that's how you get on the show. Ro McNeil, salute Miss Nikki on the Rize Pod. Thank you. We got Michael Garner says Taylor don't like body shots. If he don't like body shots, he's not gonna like what Javante did. He's not gonna like none of that. He's not gonna like none of that.
He's been paying attention closely.
Yes. What else do we have? What else do we have? Michael Garner says Spence Hunger is back. Yeah.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Man down, put in the pocket. Spence can counterpunch in time, man. He's bouncing. So,
who's that?
That's Ro McNeil.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he know his stuff.
You dig? He also says ask Floyd, first time sparring ESJ. Now
they dirty. Yo, they dirty.
That's Ro too. That's Ro McNeil too. That's Ro McNeil.
You ain't had to go there, bro. You ain't had to go there.
He says now add Father Time is undefeated 42 ain't the new 30. He said 42 ain't the new 30, Squeeze. He said it's not the new 30. Oh man, that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
I done heard about that.
Yeah.
That sparring session between them, but they will not leak the footage.
They won't leak the. Oh man, somebody got to have that footage somewhere. Somebody's got to have that footage somewhere.
You ain't gonna never see it in our lifetime.
People crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much all of the questions and comments that I see right there. I did want to bring up another a show point. So after this show at 1:00, automatically being uploaded on here as a premiere, I have something a little special for people that may not have seen this. So it's a sparring match between Lorenzo Truck Simpson, right? And versus Manzo the Punisher Condi at the Mayweather Boxing Club. At the Mayweather Boxing Club. So right after this show ends, it uploads. So y'all want to check that out because these are young, talented fighters with a lot of heart, a lot of skill. You want to see this.
You breaking up. You breaking up, champ.
I'm breaking up. How about now?
Yeah. Run that bomb again.
Yeah, look, you're gonna wanna stick around to watch that because these are two young, talented boxers. A lot of heart, a lot of skill. I watched it and was like, oh, okay. Okay, I can see who's up next. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to check that out.
Hey, Chad.
Yeah.
I still was getting technical difficulties from you.
Interesting. Let me check something real fast.
Hold on.
Okay.
Where you at? Hold on. Let me plug them. After this show broadcast, you could go straight to our channel at 1:00. We will be having Lorenzo Truck Simpson spawn Monzo the Punisher at the Floyd Mayweather gym. Grab you some popcorn because you ready to get a treat.
Yeah.
You will not be disappointed.
Absolutely. It's going to be dope. We got like 10 minutes or so, 9 minutes or so. I had a couple of questions if my audio is not screwing up. A couple of things I wanted to ask you about. Well, one thing in particular. So I found this list.
You breaking up
again?
You breaking up.
Oh, so our producer James is saying it's your signal. But I'm coming out clear. It's something with your signal on your end. Did you hear that?
I can't hear you, Chad.
He said, hold up. James said it's on your end. Hold up. He also says he can hear you.
He can hear me.
He says he can hear us both very clear. So it must be a signal problem on your end with your Wi-Fi or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm under the same wavelength. Yeah, I'm under the same wavelength. So I don't know what it is, you know.
I don't know
either. So we apologize for the little mishap to our fans out there. You know, always we working on giving y'all the best broadcasting on our end.
Absolutely.
So we're still in the ring fighting. You know,
right.
we're looking for that championship belt.
Right.
Before we close, we got 8 minutes left. So I want everybody to smash that subscribe button to Rize Podcast, RIZE Podcast. And don't forget to buy the Squeeze soft drink.
Yo.
Help support Black businesses.
Yeah, we got people in the chat saying both of us coming through loud and clear. So it's something going on our end. They're hearing it. So it's something going on our end. We'll figure that out.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen.
Bring your kids down.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Bring your kids down to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland. We have Pee-wee classes starting from 5-year-olds to 8. And from 8-year-old to 16-year-old, and from 17 on up, it's $120 a year, 5 days a week. Bring your children down. They don't got to compete, but it's a program where they could work out. Miss Nikki is the director at the gym, and she's doing a wonderful job. I'm going to send a shout out to my coaches again. Coach Josh, the Pee-wee classes, senior, junior, Cobbs, Father, Big Earth, Too Sharp Dad, Big Mike. As you can see early in the show, we had Big Steve, Coach Rodney Hunt, and Coach Charles, and Big Ray. my boy Fun Dad. I'd like to thank y'all guys for y'all support, man. And we got a lot of equipment coming to the gym. We're gonna have all brand new equipment.
Really?
Yeah, Miss Nikki we got boxing gloves, headgears, hand wraps, a new ring for the kids. She about to get us new equipment. Man, she doing her thing, man.
Miss Nikki said, don't forget Day Day.
I'm proud of
Shake Big Dad. Yeah, she said don't forget Day Day,
man.
Mm-hmm.
What'd she say?
Yeah, Miss Nikki said that don't forget Day Day, shaking Big Dad.
You breaking up, champ.
Yeah, it's gotta be the signal. It's gotta be the signal.
What'd she say? What Miss Nikki say?
She said don't forget Day Day, shaking Big Dad.
Oh, yeah. See, I can't remember everybody. I'm getting old.
Right.
Thanks, Miss Nikki. Oh, that's my main man. Don't forget Shaking Bake Father, aka I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open. That's me and my boy. That's me and my boy favorite song. Yeah, that's it.
Hilarious.
All right, y'all. We got 4 minutes left. Let me give a shout out to our sponsors, GTD Promotions, redesigning minds one mind at a time, Under Armour, and Box Raw. Thank you guys for tuning in. We try to bring you the best content as possible. I'd like to thank my co-hosts, Brother Landon, Brother James, our technical advisor in the background.
Absolutely.
Coach Calvin Ford, the Swamp, aka Limp Ball Swami, Kenny Ellis. Those guys in Vegas getting Javante Tank Davis ready for a mega fight with Mario Barrios.
Putting in work.
June 26th on pay-per-view, Showtime in Atlanta, Georgia. This is his second time fighting there. He calls it his second home.
Yep.
So I'd be glad when the arena need to make their venue a little bigger. They need to do something down there.
It's too small.
So we could be getting these fights. It's too small.
Yeah.
You know, it's too small. But thank you on another successful Rize Podcast. We hope that y'all was pleased. Tune in next Sunday at 12. We will be having another special guest on the show. We're gonna be trying to plug all of our amateurs. We're gonna have professionals and everybody on the show.
Yeah.
So all I want to say, anything you guys say, Brother Landon, before we close out?
Absolutely. Big shout out to Javante Tank Davis for the interview he gave the show last week. We really appreciate that. You know, like Squeeze says, we are not biased except for when it comes to him. Like that's our boy, that's our guy. I also want to thank all the new subscribers that we got over the course of this week and all of the views. We really appreciate your support. We're going to keep bringing you this content, and yeah, let's do it.
What we up at on the subscribers? What we at?
I think we're at 264.
264?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we shoot for 300 this week.
Absolutely. We appreciate all of their support. All of it.
All right, y'all. Saying that, as I always say to my people out there, be safe, social distance, wear your mask, and peace and hair grease.